Hello students, today we are going to see Standard 8 Subject English and lesson number 2, that is the second lesson, Dick Whittington and his cat. Children, this is a story of a poor boy named Dick. He was orphan, he had no parents, he had no house, and he was so poor that he would not get to eat. Like every one of us, he also dreamed that one day I would be rich and have my own house to stay, food to eat. So this dream made him travel to London in search of work, in search of his fortune, means luck. He went to London. There he struggled and faced many problems to keep up with his job. But what was it that made him so rich? So come on children, let's read the lesson and try to find out. Dick Whittington and his cat. There was once a poor boy called Dick who lived in a small village in the south of England. He had no proper home, for both his parents had died and he was unkindly treated by many of the villagers. One day, Dick overheard someone say that the streets of London were paved with gold, and he decided that he would go there at once and pick his fortune up in gold pieces from the streets, for he thought people might treat him more kindly if he were rich. So this poor boy, no one was treating him nicely because he was poor. And then now he heard someone saying, in London there is all the street, the roads are filled with gold, covered with gold. Paved with gold means covered with gold. Overheard someone means he heard someone saying that. So he thought, oh yes, I will also go to London and try my fortune. I'll go there and become rich, then people will treat me kindly, then they will treat me nicely. So, and I will pick up all the gold pieces and become rich. So young Dick set out to walk to London. He had not gone far when a man in a cart stopped and asked him if he was running away from home. I have no home, Dick answered. I am on my way to London to find my fortune. So when he started his journey to London, one man stopped him and said, are you running away from home? Where are you going? He said, I don't have home and I'm going to London to try my luck. I'm going to London myself, said the carter. Jump up here beside me and we will journey together. I'm also going to London, so you can come with me. We both will go together. They arrived in London just before nightfall, and the carter left Dick and made his way to an inn. Inn means small hotel. So the carter went in the hotel and he left Dick there where he had to go. Poor Dick stood alone and looked around him in dismay. Dismay means great disappointment. Because why was he disappointed, Dick? He wanted to come to London. He was disappointed then too because he saw the streets of London were not covered with gold. Where was all that fine gold? He asked himself. All he could see were dirty streets and lots of unfriendly people who were not like friend with him, very unfriendly. He had nowhere to sleep, and in the end he spent the night in the corner of an alley where he hoped he would come to no harm. So he spent his night in an alley, means a passage between or behind buildings. Here you can see in the picture. The next morning, Dick woke up cold, miserable and very hungry. So he was very hungry and feeling cold, and he was very miserable that time. He wandered, roamed here and there around, begging for food. So he started begging. But again and again people shouted at him, go away, you lazy fellow, be off with you, and aimed angry blows at his head. At last he collapsed. So he fell down in the street and lay there too weak, very weak, to look further for food. So he could not beg anymore because people were not giving him anything, and on top of that they were shouting at him and hitting on his head, "Go out of our sight, do some work." So now he had no energy to ask for food to anyone and to walk. He was feeling very weak, means no energy he had, and he slept there only. By chance, Dick had fallen in front of a house belonging to a rich merchant called Mr. Fitzwarren. The cook was trying to drive Dick away. Drive means trying to tell him, go away from here, don't sleep here. When Mr. Fitzwarren returned home from inspecting his ships, he stopped and said to Dick, "Why don't you work if you need food?" So children, begging is not nice. We should not beg. We should work. If you have two hands, legs, God has given you everything. So we should work. We should not beg. So Mr. Fitzwarren also said the same thing. Why can't you work if you need food? You want food, then work. "I would work," said Dick, "but I know nobody who will give me anything to do." Means I would like to work, but I don't know anyone who will give me work. "Take him into the kitchen," Mr. Fitzwarren ordered the cook. "Feed him first and then find some work for him." So Mr. Fitzwarren ordered the cook, "Go, take him in the kitchen. First give him nicely to eat and then just find some work for him. Just give him some work that he can do." So Dick was given a home and a living. He had a small corner of the attic to sleep in, and his job was to help the cook with all the pots and pans in the kitchen. So Mr. Fitzwarren gave him place to stay, and living means food to eat. So home and living was given to him. A small corner of the attic to sleep. Attic is a place like this pointed roof you can see there on your screen. So now his job was to help whom? To the cook with the pots and pans and everything in the kitchen. He has to help. Dick's life should have been much better than before. Yes, now his life would be much better. But he still had two difficulties to face. The two difficulties were there now. What were they? Let's see. The first was that the attic he slept in was overrun by rats and mice. So there were many rats and mice in that attic, and he could not get nice sleep. He could not sleep properly. At night, they scampered all over him and kept him awake. Scampered means they ran from here to there. Every time over him, they ran over him. So he was always awake. After a time, he solved his problem by saving the few pennies. Pennies means money. He was paid, and buying himself a cat. So he saved some money from his earning, what Mr. Fitzwarren gave him, and then he bought one cat. So that cat will eat the mice, rats, and then he will get nice sleep. In no time at all, the cat chased away all the rats and mice, and Dick was able to sleep peacefully. So chased away means made run all the rats and mice, and now he could get nice sleep. So now he solved his one problem, that was the mice in his attic, by buying one cat for him. Now the other difficulty, which was not so easy to overcome, was the cook's bad temper. The cook's bad temper means the cook was not at all good to him. She shouted and screamed all day and would scold Dick and hit him with a wooden spoon even when he was working as hard as he could. So the cook went on shouting and scolding and screaming on him and hitting him with the spoons. So he was working hard, then too he was given this type of treatment. One night Dick decided he could stand it no more. Early the next morning, before the cook was up, he set out with his cat to seek his fortune elsewhere. So now Dick decided, no, I cannot stand it anymore. Means I cannot bear this cook's behavior. So now he took his cat the early next morning and he set out to seek his fortune elsewhere, to try his luck somewhere else, because he thought, no, I cannot stay with this cook at all. The two of them walked as far as Holloway on their way out of London. Then Dick sat down on a stone to rest. It was the 1st of November, All Saints' Day, and the church bells were ringing. As Dick sat and listened, it seemed they were ringing out a message for him. So children, the 1st of November is celebrated by all the Christians as Saints' Day, All Saints' Day. And that time the church bell, they ring the church bell, whoever is assigned for that. So it was All Saints' Day when he was sitting and hearing the church bell. Turn again, Whittington, thou worthy citizen, Lord Mayor of London. Lord Mayor of London, said Dick. I should like to be Lord Mayor and ride in a fine coach. I can put up with a few scoldings from the cook if that is what is in store for me. So Dick and his cat retraced their steps to Mr. Fitzwarren's house. Luckily, they were able to slip back before they had been missed. Means he heard the church bell as though they are giving him some message. Why are you running away from here? Why are you going? You go back and stay in Mr. Fitzwarren's house. You are the mayor of London. It means you will become a mayor of London. You are a worthy citizen. So don't go. You be there only. So he said, oh, I would like to become mayor of London, said Dick. So I can put up with any few scoldings. Means I can bear that cook's bad temper and scolding. What is that? Let him scold, do anything. But at least I will become a mayor. For that I can do anything. I will bear with the cook also. And so he turns back. And when he goes back, they all are sleeping. So they didn't see him going away. And he and the cat went and slept again in their room. Now, Mr. Fitzwarren used to send ships far across the sea to trade with the other countries. He would load a ship with goods for the captain and ship's crew to sell in faraway places. And then they would bring back goods that could be sold at home. Now, as they told, Mr. Fitzwarren was a merchant. What does the merchant do? He sells the goods and bring other goods, exchanges other good or money for that. So what he used to do? He used to load the ship with all the goods and send to other countries, and from there they can bring in exchange some other goods what their country needs, or even money. One day he called his household together. Household means all the people who are working in his house. He called them together. I am sending a ship to the African coast to trade, he said. Would any of you like to send something of yours on it? You can then share in the profits if the voyage is successful. Everyone produced something except for Dick, who had nothing to offer. Have you nothing of your own, Dick? Asked Miss Fitzwarren kindly, and Dick replied, only my cat. So Mr. Fitzwarren said, whoever is having anything of their own, it's belonging to them, you can give. We will put it on the ship and send it to other country to sell. So whoever is having give, but Dick was not having anything. Only he had of his own was his cat, because he bought it cat with the money he saved. Then let your cat go on the ship, said Mr. Fitzwarren. His daughter Alice said, Dick loves his cat. Let me put something in for him. But her father said, no, it must be his, not something belonging to someone else. So now Mr. Fitzwarren says, then let your cat go on the ship. So his daughter Alice says, no, Dick loves his cat so much. So I will put something for Dick, but you don't send his cat. Then Mr. Fitzwarren says, no, but he has to put what he has of his own and not anyone else. So Dick fetched his cat and said goodbye to it sadly. The captain of the ship was delighted, happy, for the cat was an excellent mouser. Excellent mouser means was very best in catching mice, and so he had no trouble with rats and mice on his voyage. After some months, the ship arrived at a place on the African coast. So the ship arrived on the African coast, Barbary, where people called the Moors lived. So in Barbary, on the African coast, the people who were living in Barbary were called Moors. The captain sent a message to the king to say he had fine goods for sale and he was invited to the palace to show them. So the captain sent a message to the king that yes, I have bought some goods and fine goods, good quality ones. So can I come to show them to your palace? So they invited him to the palace. While he was talking to the king and queen, some dishes of food were brought in. But almost immediately rats and mice ran up and before the captain's eyes ate all the food. The captain was astonished, surprised, and asked if this was what normally happened. So the king invited him and bought and gave him food and all. But what happened in front of that captain's eyes? The rats and mice came fast running and ate all the food. And he was so surprised to see that, astonished. Then he asked, this is what normally happened in your palace, that you are bringing food and rats and mice eat? Alas, yes, came the reply. The country is suffering from a plague of rats and mice, and we cannot get rid of them. Plague means a disease, contagious disease like corona passing to every person like a pandemic. But in this lesson, plague means thing that causes great trouble. Means the rats and mice were causing lot of trouble in that country. So the plague was there, that is rats and mice were causing trouble and they could not get rid of them, could not get free from that rats and mice. I think I may have the answer on my ship, said the captain, and he sent a message asking for Dick's cat to be brought to the palace. So the captain said, I think I have an answer on my ship. What is that answer? The cat. And he tells someone to bring the cat to the palace. More food was laid out. Again the food was laid out and the rats and mice appeared as before. So the rats and mice came out fast and the cat immediately pounced, killing at least a dozen before they scattered. Everyone was delighted and the queen asked, what do you call this animal? So when they bought the cat, they bought food outside and the rat and mice came. So the cat pounced, killed them all. So all were happy, delighted. And then the queen asked, what do you call this animal? So they were not knowing about this cat. Puss is the name, she answers too, said the captain. And when the queen called, the cat went over to her and purred. The queen was a little alarmed at first, means she was a little scared at first because she had never seen like this animal and she had seen how the cat is catching mice. So she had seen how fiercely the cat had attacked the rats and mice. But the captain told her not to be anxious. So not to worry, the captain said, because she is very friendly cat. Puss is very friendly with people. He said, and would soon rid your kingdom of rats and mice. And very fast she will make you all happy by getting the rats away from your kingdom. I would give great wealth to own this animal, said the queen. The queen was so happy. She said, I want this animal and I will give you great wealth. How much you want, I will give you. So the captain began bargaining and it was agreed that the king would buy the whole cargo from Mr. Fitzwarren's ship to pay a fine price for it, and for the cat alone, the king paid 10 times the sum again. So they were so happy with the cat. So they took whole his cargo. Cargo means that ship full, everything, all the goods they took. And for cat, they paid separately 10 times more. When the ship came back to the port of London, the captain showed Mr. Fitzwarren the gold and jewels he had brought from Barbary and told him the story of the cat. So now the ship came back to Mr. Fitzwarren again and the captain told the whole story of the cat, what happened there in Barbary, and he bought what he bought, gold and jewels and so much money. The merchant sent for Dick. From now on, Dick, he said, we should all call you Mr. Whittington, for you are a rich man. Mr. Fitzwarren then paid him all the money the captain had received for the cat. So Mr. Fitzwarren gave all the money to Dick because that was his money. It was paid for the cat. And he said, now you are very rich and from now you will be called Mr. Whittington. From this time on, Dick worked with Mr. Fitzwarren and became a successful merchant himself. So now Dick also became successful merchant because he was with Mr. Fitzwarren. He married his daughter Alice, and 3 times he was elected Lord Mayor of London. He was also in time knighted by the king and became Sir Richard Whittington. So Dick also became a great and famous merchant. He married Mr. Fitzwarren's daughter Alice, and he was elected Lord Mayor of London. 3 times he was elected. Mayor means a person who looks after the town, city, in charge of town and city. And he was knighted by the king as Sir Richard Whittington. He was not only famous, but he was popular too, for he always helped the poor with his money. Sometimes when he was old, he would tell his grandchildren the story of his cat and how the bells of London had called him back when he was only a poor boy. So knighted here means given a highly honored title. He was given a title Sir Richard Whittington. So there you can see in the picture how they are giving the title, how the title is given, how it is celebrated. And then when he became old, he used to always tell his grandchildren how I was poor first, then how I got a cat and I became rich, and then how the church bells gave him one message to go back, and that is why he became a mayor. So the bells were ringing and he was about to leave Mr. Fitzwarren's house, but because of the bells, he got one message and he came back and then lived happily after. So children, did you like the story of Dick Whittington? To get more stories, you can also read some storybooks of Mr. Dick Whittington. So what we learn from this lesson, we must never give up. You may never know where success is waiting for you. So keep on trying hard till you win. And struggle is there. You have to struggle. Hardships are there and you will surely win one day. So never give up. So children, keep trying, keep learning, keep reading. Till then, take care. Bye.